If you want to speak with impact, you need to stop. Carefully planned pauses, micro moments of silence, can be as effective as the most eloquent words. When you stop speaking, you're inserting a timeout. A pause can be magical to hold attention, to generate emotion, to emphasize your ideas, to diffuse tension during heated conversations, and help you listen for understanding. And here's a bonus benefit. The pause helps you cut back on those pesky filler words, the ahs, the ums, you know and like. In this video, I'll show you 5 ways to harness the power of the pause to speak with confidence anywhere and anytime. The pause is a moment to breathe, to fill your lungs with air and prepare for the next phrase. It's a moment to be silent. Silent and listen are anagrams, meaning they contain the same letters, and that's a perfect juxtaposition. You can't listen unless you stop speaking, and you can't speak well without listening well. A well-timed bit of silence can outperform the best chosen words. That's the power of the pause. As Mark Twain said, the right word can be effective, but no word is ever as effective as a rightly timed pause. So before I walk you through the beauty of the pause, please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for a treasure chest of videos like this one. See, public speaking is so much about the words we say and how we say them that we seldom think about the pauses. The mini moments of silence and breathing vary in length from 1 to 5 seconds and can be potent allies to build trust and make your verbal communication more human. How do you make them work for you? There's many ways to do so. But here are 5 of my favorite ways. For starters, a pause, number 1, helps you calm your nerves and calibrates your breathing. How often have you rushed through a presentation and felt lightheaded because you forgot to breathe between sentences? That's very common. Number 2, a pause helps you slow down and modulate your rate of speech. Normal speech is about 150 words a minute, but when your nerves kick in, your speed may increase to 180, and you may not be understood. But keeping a constant pace will make you sound mechanical, however. So it's best to mix up your speed when you speak. A burst of fast phrases followed by slower ones for emphasis and significance. That can make the difference. Number 3, a pause allows you time to collect your thoughts or get back on track if you lost your flow or your mind goes blank. It's okay to stop. Take a pensive pause. Gather your thoughts and continue. And let me give you a tip if you lose your train of thought often. You can repeat what you said. That's right, repeat what you said if you lose your train of thought until you recover. A pause grabs your audience's attention and allows them to process what you're saying while you're taking a breath. Number 4, a pause helps you tame those pesky crutch or filler words, which make you sound ill-prepared. But let's clear up a big misunderstanding regarding filler words. A few of them sprinkled on your statements can add a little authenticity. Because after all, fillers constitute about 6% of what we utter when we speak naturally, spontaneously. That's about 5 per minute. Now, linguists call ums and ahs hesitation markers because they signal that the speaker is struggling to find the words or scouring memory for a name, for a fact, for a detail. Other filler words such as like, you know, I mean, they're called discourse markers and can sound like verbal clutter when you use them to excess. I mean, when your statements are, like filled with ums, ahs, ems, and others, it's verbal noise. You may not be aware how often you use them, so record yourself having a conversation. Listen for the fillers in the playback and aim to substitute a silent pause for a filler whenever possible until they no longer dominate your speech. Number 5. So the 5th way to make silent pauses work for you is to avert conflict by pausing instead of rushing to speak words you may regret. Self-control and restraint in the heat of an argument can make life so much easier than adding fuel to the fire with comments you may later regret. There's a saying that the best speech you will ever regret is the one you made when you were angry. So now that you know how to make pauses work for you, let me tell you a bit about the types of pauses and their lengths. My favorite is the pregnant pause, one that gives the impression that something big is coming. It's filled with potential for great meaning and builds suspense. It could signal to the audience that you're in trouble or fill the physical or virtual room with anticipation. But how long should it be to make it work for you? Research shows that you should use pauses of about 1.5 seconds to sound conversational in prepared speeches and presentations. A short pause for breath clocks in at less than a second. Recently, I listened to a podcast with Mel Robbins, the motivational speaker. She's the author of the 5-second rule. Now, Robbins believes that counting back from 5 to 1 before you act on an impulse can create immediate behavioral change. She built her mega brand around the 5-second concept and touts it as a metacognition tool backed by science. It has helped many people battle addictions and adopt healthy lifestyle habits. So I wonder if 5 seconds is the magic number for a pregnant pause. Shall we try it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It may seem like too much time to be in silence, or it could just be the trick to wake up a bored or distracted Zoom participant who may think the meeting has concluded because you stopped talking. I'll try it next time I ask participants in a virtual meeting to answer a question or to weigh in on an idea. 5 seconds may be just the right amount of time to create a safe space for someone to speak up and let their voice be heard. I'd like to hear, what are your experiences with pausing when you deliver a prepared speech or a presentation? I'd love to hear from you. So drop your comments in the boxes below. Let me hear from you. And remember to subscribe and share. And as always, thank you for watching.